we had to get it out of this experimental mode. And I guess the first stage for that was to really establish and found the ISO standard for blockchain. So this is TC 307. So I did that in 2015. And the idea behind that was to create a way where we can have a mass collaboration to work on the technology at an international level. And that's what's happened. So now we've got 53 countries working together to standardize blockchain across the world. And that includes organizations, startups, government, enterprise, academia, everyone. And so we set out to then bring it up into the mainstream. By standardizing the technology, we then built the platform. And so working on the ISO standards, we then built Overledger following that. And the whole idea is to bring the mass adoption of blockchain.
Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for tapping back in to see what I have to say. And with that being said, what are we talking about? We're talking about Quant Network in this one, okay, you guys? Now, I implore you, and I normally don't say stuff like this. If you hold QNT, or if you're on the fence of holding QNT, I implore you to watch to the end of this video, because knowing the framework and knowing the years of dedication that this company has put into the live birthing of the products that are now being given to the world, things like Overledger and Overledger authorized, QuantNet, you have Quant Flow, Quant Pay Scripts, and any other product that they have coming out. Because I believe that they're building a DEX, you guys. I don't think that, follow me. Anyway, I won't even go into that. Understand that QNT is the opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm not just saying that. In this video, we are going over a tweet coming from the CEO of Quant Network, okay? And follow me on this because it ties 60 plus countries into this one tweet. Understand and truly see what is being birthed right in front of our face, you guys, okay? But we're gonna hop into this very first video. But before I do that, okay, you guys, I wanna thank y'all. I wanna thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, thank you for subscribing, thank you for being a member of the community. Y'all rock. Anybody that has this foresight to see what QNT is and to understand what Quant Network is doing right now in 2025, your future selves will one day thank you for having this vision. Okay, you guys, we're hopping into this tweet and I will be right back. Jumping over here to X, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Gilbert Burdian, the CEO of Quant Network. Quite arguably will be known as one of the most transformable technology companies to ever exist. Okay, you guys, but here we go with this tweet. When you establish TC 307 to develop ISO standards for blockchain in 2016, basing it on ISO 20022 for mainstream adoption by financial institutions, the whole framework of this was solely for the mainstream adoption for financial institutions, okay, you guys? And since then, everything that we have built has been built with the framework of ISO 20022 in mind, so that any product that we create can tap into any traditional financial system's back-end infrastructure seamlessly. Understand what has happened, okay, you guys? But we're gonna hop into this document. And as you can see, this document is from a company called Remit. But if you know Quant Network's history, you'll know that before Quant Network was Quant Network, it was named Remit. Okay, you guys? You can see my little reply down here to Gilbert. I'll just go over there real fast. QNT ISO TC 307 is the biggest flex in Web3 history, the ultimate mic drop, followed by SATP, global mass adoption incoming. Thank you so much for your foresight and vision, Mr. Gilbert Burdian and the team over there at Quant Network, Overledger, Pound, the global standard. You guys truly understand and see. But let's hop into this document. So hopping over to this document, you guys, is coming directly from, as you can see, the ISO. A proposal for new fields of technical activities. Understand what that is. That is technical activities, the things that go on within the framework and infrastructure of major financial institutions' backgrounds, you guys. You can see this coming from Standards Australia. We already know that Gilbert was the one that built the Australian blockchain that their healthcare system sits on top of. And when he built it, it was an interoperable blockchain, which then got the recognition and the attention of the ISO. How they even got to this point in 2016 to even be developing this document right here. Okay, you guys? So let's hop deeper into this document, you guys. We won't read this thing word for word, but we'll just tap into a couple of key points, okay? Like, truly see the vision of where Gilbert Burdian was in the realm and space of the distributed ledger technology sector a decade before most people even knew it existed, okay, you guys? The technology of blockchain. Blockchain and electronic distributed ledger technologies are an emerging peer-to-peer database tool for managing and recording transactions. The technology behind blockchain is open source. They understood the complexities of blockchain long before any of us even knew what an Ethereum or a Bitcoin or your favorite meme token ever was. Okay. And as you can see, things that they were even tackling with this and different things in different parts of the economy, things like the government and healthcare and minerals. Think about this, you guys, financial systems, real estate, business, like truly see that this has been being worked on for quite some time. They even talked about public versus private blockchains. Truly see, you guys, the governance of blockchain, that they know that this system that they built out is truly the onboarding of this new technology. Okay, you guys, we're going to hop into this diagram. This diagram even shows you right here interoperability at its core. They were working on interoperability a decade before most companies in Web3 even existed. Okay, you guys. So, but as you can see, even with this diagram, we know remit private blockchain is the overledger because remit is Quant Network. They just rebranded themselves from remit to Quant Network. And I like Quant Network's name a little better. So then you have the engine, things like literally, you guys, what did they just come out with? Quant Flow. What do they call it? The engine. Understand, or Patriots, everyone. But anyway, so you have Ripple, you have Stellar, you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, and others. Even in 2016, they were already tackling the pain points of interoperability. Look at this, you guys. It ties directly into Swift ISO 20022 standard, which defines truly see, you guys, this code, the network that was being built out. Now, I won't harp too much longer in this, but I will scroll down to some of the countries, you guys, that were already on the lens of this. Even in 2016, look at this, you guys. Just look at this. You have Australia, Canada, China, Estonia, Europe. You have France, you have Germany, you have the United Kingdom, and think this is before Brexit. So the United Kingdom was still considered a part of the European Union. You have Finland, you have India, you have Israel, Japan, Korea, Russia, Singapore, Sweden. This is insane, you guys. Switzerland, the United Arab Emirates, and the United States. The United States has been there since day one. Understand and truly see what is being laid out right in front of our faces, you guys. And this was being worked on literally many years before anybody that knew about a meme token or any type of ISO token even existed. Okay, you guys? Now, you guys just saw that tweet. You guys just saw, literally, you guys, the birth of ISO TC 307, and it was through Standards Australia, through a company called Remit. Remit, as I said in the video, is Quant Network. They have rebranded themselves after being known as Remit to Quant Network. Okay, you guys, like, truly follow Follow and see that every single thing that has been built on top of Overledger, Quant Network's software as a service that is tied back to ISO TC 307, the global standard for building on blockchain. Follow me, because I know I just showed you a list of countries in that last video, but follow me because that list of countries has drastically grown. And understand that Gilbert Verdian, the CEO of Quant Network, is the convener-in-chief. He is the head, he is the brainchild of this entire global standard, you guys, that covers every single piece of a country's economy. Understand, you guys, I promise you, you won't be sorry. A lot of people put a lot of hype on ISO 20022. In the crypto world, in the hemisphere of everything that we have going on, you know, and all of the cryptos that were ISO 20022 compliant, okay? But what most people don't understand is that standard is not about crypto. That standard is literally an upgrade to the traditional payment network. It has nothing to do with crypto. Do you have crypto companies that have built out ISO 222 compliant infrastructure to connect into that payment system? Yes, the ISOs that we talk about. But the ultimate of that is Quant Network. Because since 2016, think about this. What were you doing in 2016? Was it anything dealing with crypto? Even think about all of the ISOs that we know and love, our XRP, our XLM, our XDC, our ODAs, all of them, right? When were they even created? Think about the timeline. Quant Network probably has 6 or 7 years even on them. Understand and truly see what has been built out globally in regards to blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. And Quant Network CEO is at the helm of it all, making it a global reality. We're going to hop into this next video. We are actually going to ISO TC 307 so you can see directly for yourselves, you guys. I will be right back. Okay, you guys, here we are on the actual standard ISO TC 307. The standard for building on blockchain and distributed ledger technologies, you guys. Truly see what is happening right in front of our faces, okay? This standard was created in 2016, and that right there directly goes with the letter we just saw from Remit that I just showed you, okay, you guys? But let's dive into the standard just a bit. They have 12 published standards, 22 standards under development, 43 participating countries, and 20 observing members, you guys. Truly understand that is 63 countries right now under the umbrella of ISO TC 307. But let's hop into the structure of this slightly. You can see this tackles every part of the economy in one way or another. You have the tokenization of assets. You have interoperability. We'll go over that in just a second. You have use case and governance, smart contracts. Truly understand and see the fundamentals. You have things like security, identity, privacy, blockchain, and distributed ledger technologies, you guys. Understand that this has been being worked on by so many different people for longer than most of us can even begin to even comprehend. Okay, you guys. And before we get too deep, we're going to tackle interoperability. What does Quant Network bring to the table with Overledger, their software as a service, the thing that was crafted for this standard? And look, as you can see, clear as day, who is the convener-in-chief of the interoperability section of ISO TC 307? None other than the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Gilbert Verdian, the CEO of Quant Network. And he is in this until 2027. What did he just say in regards to this standard, you guys? What did he just say in regards to the publication of this standard, you guys? Truly understand and see what's happening right now in our faces, okay? But in this standard, we're going to hop into some of these participating members. Look at this, you guys. Look at this map. Look and see the vastness of what this standard covers. Okay, you guys? And don't worry about Africa, because a lot of that is covered by Hedera and it's covered by Stellar. But anyway, I won't even get into all of that. Understand and truly see, you guys. Look at all of these countries. Now, I'm not going to name all of these by name, but you can see how this list has tremendously grown from that early days of that remit document up into the standard ISO TC 307. Look at all of these countries, you guys. Look at it. Like, as you can see, this truly is the standard for building on blockchain. This is the standard that everybody should have been paying attention to, not ISO 20022, because ISO 20022 is the traditional financial system. ISO TC 307 is the standard for blockchain, is the standard that will bring everything that we want in reality. But let's look at just real fast, you guys, all of the liaisons that sit and are tied to ISO TC 307. Truly see, this is incredibly massive. Incredibly, look, this is the whole liaison right here for the complete and utter financial system of the world. This is the liaison that created ISO 20022. Okay, you guys, this is incredibly massive. All of these things tie back into the global standard, ISO TC 307. Quant Network's global standard for building on blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. I want you to know, when you hold QNT, when you hold literally the engine, the thing that powers the entirety of Quant Network's technology, you are holding a piece of global financial infrastructure, because the framework that ISO TC 307 has built out and the global network that it has captured under its umbrella is second to none in Web3. I'll be right back.
So I guess the status is standards are being developed. They are very close to publication. We already have a few that have come out from ISO TC 307. There's a lot of cross collaboration from different standards bodies. So across the EU, across international bodies, IEEE, etc., ITUT. So there's a lot of work that's being done and harmonization on that. And there's real tangible, standards that people can start using today. And that's great to see, because, we don't want to build things that don't work together, and we don't want to build things that are not standardized. And as institutions, most people rely on standards. So it's a great way for the mainstream adoption of DLT, because it's standardized, it'll be more trusted, and there'll be more adoption of it.
You guys just saw that. You guys just saw all 63 countries. You guys just saw all of the working groups or liaisons that are part of ISO TC 307. But then you also saw just the standard. To understand that this is real, you saw Gilbert Verdian literally listed on Working Group 7, the interoperability. What is Overledger? It is a interoperable software as a service that connects into any network. The traditional network, the ISO 20022 network of today, and seamlessly integrates them into Web3. All of our companies that we know and we love, our Hedera, our XRP, our XLM, our XDCs, our IOTAs, our ZBACs, our Jasmines, our VChains. Understand and truly see what's happening right now in Quant Network. People, keep flooding if you want to. Understand, and I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Realize this. Everything over here that I just named is all speculation, because all of that is someone trying to push their vision and dream of technology off onto a regulatory body. The difference, Quant Network literally created the regulatory body and framework, which is ISO TC 307, built a technology based off of the framework of ISO TC 307, which means it's not speculation because it was built by 63 countries. Understand and truly see what is happening right in front of your face. And to know that if you want that to succeed over here, all of our wonderful ISO projects or anything in the crypto hemisphere whatsoever of distributed ledger technologies, Quant Network and Overledger has to, because it is the only safe, compliant, regulatory compliant way for all of that global infrastructure that sits over there in the traditional internet of today. Everything from banking to the markets as far as commodities, securities, anything you could possibly think of, the way it has money, how money is sent. Things like people's paychecks, things like just going to the grocery store or sending a friend some money, anything from the big to the small that money will touch. ISO TC 307 has a hand in crafting it and the onboarding of it into distributed ledger technologies. Anybody that is flooding Quant Network truly has not done not 1 ounce of research. And it's no coincidence that now you have things like literally the Bank of England. Think about this, you guys. I got a video coming out. Follow me. Might even be tomorrow in regards to the Bank of International Settlements and the Bank of England and Quant Network, and understand that America might be the global superpower of finance. The heartbeat of that is London. They are literally the financial center of the world. Think about it like this. The UK has had faster payments, meaning that they have been up on that ISO 20022 standard for instant payments for almost a decade. America is just now getting it with FedNow. Understand and truly see that the footsteps that Quant Network is laying in London right now with things like tokenized bank deposits, with things like truly understand and see the world is going to adopt it because it's coming from the center of it all. That you have to truly understand and see that there's a saying that it says the sun never set on the British Empire, especially along the lines when Queen Elizabeth II, when she was in her heyday, and literally, you guys, when she had that whole coalition of countries that have now started to kind of sort of fall off, as time has gone on. But understand that the empire that she sat over was insane. And the financial structure that was built from that empire, literally, you guys, still stands today. And the heartbeat of that all is the UK. And Quant Network has cemented themselves in the infrastructure and the heartbeat of the global financial system, because right now, in live and living color, you have live deployments built on top of Overledger in people's bank accounts as we speak. Things like HSBC, Lloyd's Banking Group, Santander, NatWest, Nationwide. Understand and truly see what's happening right now in 2025. Understand and truly know that ISO TC 307 literally is what everybody in crypto should have been looking out for. And the publishing of these standards, because these standards will directly allow you to be a part of the traditional financial system. Everybody talked so hype about ISO 20022, and don't get me wrong, it is major for the traditional system to be upgraded to a point where they can connect to blockchain. But ISO TC 307 is the standard for blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. And Overledger, literally the interoperable blockchain platform that Quant Network has built out, is that standard and making it a reality globally.
Overledger platform from Quant establishes a new benchmark for blockchain interoperability and ease of use. As a low-code enterprise-grade platform, Overledger empowers you to deploy, connect, and develop on any blockchain quickly and simply. With Overledger, you can generate an interoperable digital asset with just a few clicks, create secure smart contracts that can execute on any blockchain, without having to hire a team of experts. And you can use its advanced APIs to integrate with your systems and manage your assets on multiple chains. We believe that the blockchain economy should be simple, trusted, and future-proof. These are our principles and the genesis of Overledger Platform, the enterprise standard for building on blockchain.
Okay, you guys, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you made it all the way through this entire video, type in ISO TC 307, because what Quant Network has built out, that foresight and that vision that Gilbert Burdian saw literally 13 or 14 years ago, is now being birthed into a global financial reality. I appreciate you. I really do. Till the next time, y'all already know. Peace out.